Somalia has been plagued by internal conflict for many years. Here's some background on the situation there. Much of Somalia fell into turmoil with the fall of its government in 1991. It has suffered years of civil war, the flight of its people to neighboring countries, an ongoing humanitarian crisis, and more recently, unchecked piracy. More was expected of Somalia after it gained independence in 1960. Africa analyst David Smoke explains why.
A place where there was a single language, a single religion, a single ethnic identity, and the prospects for unity and for peace seemed to be greater than any other part of Africa.
That was then, during Africa's first wave of independence. This is now. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees says more than 200,000 Somalis have fled their homes in recent months and some 2.4 million now homeless. The fighting pits Al-Shabaab and Hizbul Islam militants against President Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed's government troops. Again, David Smoke.
The internal security situation is both responsible for the humanitarian crisis and also for the difficulty of getting humanitarian supplies to the people in need, because Al-Shabaab has disrupted humanitarian operations. It's not a simple humanitarian crisis. It's complicated by the insurgency.
The U.S. Institute for Peace recently co-sponsored a panel discussion on the challenges facing Somalia. Shukriya Dini was one of the panelists.
At the present, the protracted political insecurity and humanitarian crisis continue to deny Somali women, men, and children opportunity to live in peace and recover and rebuild their livelihoods.
Somali pirates have hijacked scores of ships over the last 2 years. That has led the United States, China, and other world powers to patrol the waters off the Somali coast in an effort to protect commercial shipping. Abubakar Aman says even more must be done to help Somalia.
Pushing UN resolutions for both ending the illegal fishing and waste dumping, and also urging the international community to engage in cleaning those waters now, not tomorrow, now. Because things are really serious, and it's not limited to one country. All the neighboring states would be affected, and everybody else.
Somalia's government accuses neighboring Eritrea of supplying militant groups with arms. Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki denies the accusation. The United Nations pledged more than $250 million to aid Somalia at a conference in Brussels last April. But Somali officials say they need even more help from the international community if they are to establish a stable country. For Yasmin Yonis, I'm Vincent Makori, VOA News.